What's going on, family? We are going live at the HogOn University. Today we are teaching MIG welding in the flat position. We're working on some beads. This is one of our students in the program from 12 through 24 and sponsoring the student. And he's 20 and we're teaching him how to MIG weld. For those who are wanting to acquire some of our courses, we actually have a $250 course, a $750 course, and a $1,000 course. Those courses and classes are actually more of the ones that are more frequently asked for in the rural areas, and that's where we actually target our assistant in the classes to. And for those who are actually wanting to help sponsor a student, just check out the link. I'm gonna make sure I put it in the description on how to sponsor a student, and we buy all the equipment and we teach them as well. And the program that we use is the 40-hour course.
this is like, you see how, like, it was, filming the too, like, I see you something.
We're gonna go on and doing enough practice. That's pretty good on this. Yeah. So now I'm gonna do a couple on this one to show you how to learn it out. Because you got technique. You might have moved your hand a couple times to get you back into the motion. But let's do one across here before we jump on this plate. Yeah. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time.
I'm gonna go jobs at home. So once you ready, you go in that real quick like that.
But I just want to give you groove. But you felt me?
Yeah.
How I was keeping it more tight together. Now I'm gonna run a couple on this one to get you started, and we're gonna start tying in this plate now. Alright, so you stay sit down. You stay beside me. And I'm gonna run just a couple. Because I'm gonna have to cut this off, but we're gonna run a couple across here to give you the idea of what we're doing.
Ready?
Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna cut this down a little bit. Because this plate is thin right now. Because as the plate gets thicker, you can actually cut the motors up a little bit. But since it's down so far. So we're gonna use, that's kind of like the center. You see how I like did your one line that you're gonna go off of? And now my next goal is to tie right into this one, but we don't want to be too far from it, and we don't want to be on top of it. That way it'll be a smooth tying. Because normally when you gotta do multiple pads, they want it to be more smoother, like that plate I showed you.
Ready?
And I'm making sure I'm right beside it. You see how I'm right beside it? I'm tied straight in. Now I'm gonna let this cool off. Do one more, and then it's on you. And just form a habit of doing it. See, I did a couple of them, I cleaned it. That way your tip will always be clean, because a lot of times when you're going, you can get splatter on your tip, and it'll actually come down so far it can drag into your weld. And as you weld it, you'll see this piece of deal just coming right behind you, put it dented in your weld. You're like, dang, I gotta stop cleaning.
I think
That happened to you one time?
like I thought it was like right here. I think it kind of stuck.
It's kind of, and that's what that was.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. Some of this that got built up on it, and it was going with it, got stuck, but you couldn't see it until it was too late. And then like, dang, I gotta stop and fix this. So it's good to always look at it before you start. Okay. So see, you could have been dragging it, and that would take another thing too that can happen. When you're doing your angle, remember I said you don't want to get too low. If you get too low, your cup can actually touch that weld, and it'll drag it. And so you be picking up metal a little bit with your cup as you're going, and that'll make it stick. Because as it build up, so as soon as they hit that this tip, it'll start fusing out, and it'll make it stop. Then you gotta, break that stuff off. Yeah, if your angle correct and your distance correct, you ain't got to worry about that. That's why I was like, make sure you at least, like I say here, since we're doing short circuit, we don't want no greater than a 1/2 inch no less than 3/8. So about 3/8, you don't want to be, no closer to the plate than that. You know what I mean? A rule of thumb. Ready? You see how all of them is real tight? Now, and this is another reason why I was like, use the brush. You can put that in there too. It's up to you whichever one. I normally wear stuff in there, but you can put stuff in there. So you see how tight and smooth that is. So the goal is you want to do the same thing. Now we're going to tack this plate back down because as we get hot, it's going to try to fold on you. So after we get so many beads on it, then we'll break these tacks off to flip the plate on the other side when you get the weld. And I'm just going to tack it on here. Okay, so the goal is that's for you just to follow now. We're going to go from here, so just take your time, each one. So start here, we're going to go all the way up. Once you come all the way up, I want you to reposition it. Sit right here. And then I want you to go this way. So go all the way, kind of like playing tic-tac-toe. So you're going to go all straight up this way. And once you get ready to come back, you can go horizontal. You're going to go this way. You can go that way.
So it's gonna stack.
Yeah, they're going to stack. But they're going to be like this. Every time you stack them, you stack them like this. Yeah. So like right here. So you see how this is. So when you go all the way up here, when you start back, you're gonna start going this way. You start pushing it this way. Or this way. And then when you get ready to, once you finish that all the way up here, then you come back, sit back here, and then you go back like this. We're gonna do that like once this way, all the way up, once this way, all the way up, and then we'll cut this plate off and flip it. That way we'll keep it even on both sides. So when we're done, it might be like this. It won't have one side big and one side small. And then it won't fold.
Okay.
See, that's the middle plate right there. The other way, we kept going the other way. Just keep flipping it. So we can do 2 on this one side, and then once you got 2 good runs, then we'll cut the plate off and flip it on the other side and do the exact same thing. We'll just keep doing that until you got this tied in right. Until it looking like this, and then we'll start jumping on in another position. We'll actually go to the vertical down position. And then we'll do vertical down, and then we're going to do overhead. Vertical down, flat, and overhead is going to be the 3 we're going to do. Horizontal, we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. We're going to spend a lot of time on the horizontal because if you can do the flat, you can do the horizontal. And normally when they're testing you with the wire weld, it's just going to be flat, vertical down, and overhead. It's going to be the 3 things they're going to test you. So that's what I'm going to actually teach you because that's what they're going to ask you for. And if you can do the if you can do the flat and down, you can do the horizontal. You don't think it's just going to stand up on this way. You know what I mean? There you go. This flat, yeah. That's the flat position, which is called F1. I think I got one right here. The flat position. And then you got the F2, which is a horizontal, and you got the 3, which is vertical, and then you got F4, which is overhead. All right, bro, you doing good. Yeah, cut that little piece off here. So the goal is to teach them everything they need to know. In this program, we want to teach them how to actually use the welder, how to put on their PPE, understand why they need it, and actually how to weld in and out of positions.
Got it.
get that bag. You doing good, bro? Well, I live at the HogOn University, teaching my brother how to do some real welding. Doing good right there. Just kind of got a little bit away from it, like just a little bit. The beads are good though. You just get a little bit closer. Just take your time. The main thing is being able to make sure you can see everything. So that's how I normally get off. If I lose track and I can't see something, so not only make sure I might get some, it falls you up and you can't really see the direction, but he's doing good. While teaching independence at the HogOn Welding. Yours truly checking in. Make sure y'all visit the website, HogOnWelding.com. It's HogOnWelding.com. And that's going to be, yeah.
think, something, I don't know, last time I did it was like more like pocket,
Now you don't have it. Yeah, because you get more of a tighter. The bead is what I'm gonna tell you where that also comes from. Remember I was telling you about when you getting close enough where the gas wasn't actually flowing, and if your gas ain't flowing properly, then it's gonna cause pinholes. So that's why it's good to keep it clean and then make sure you got your right angle. Now that you got that, you have eliminated that problem from having the pinholes. You don't see them at all now. Just staying straight.
Staying straight and I
staying straight and just.
Right here, but yeah, I messed up. It's like I was realizing that I wasn't in Georgia on this coast. So I'm trying to figure out where I heard it.
So it's kind of like you need to look at. You don't have to have a full vision of it. You need to see like your actual travel speed You need to look at the actual work piece that you're working on, and then you need to be looking at your distance. So it's going to take a minute to actually look at all, but it's going to kind of fall into place. Like, I know how to drive a 5-speed. When you drive a 5-speed, you gotta hit the gas, the brake, and the gear, and the clutch. So there's a few things you're doing, and at first you think like, man, there's a lot I got going on. But over time, it'll all become one. Like, you realize I hit the brake, hit the gas, I should. And that's the same thing that you're doing now. You're just scoping out one thing, you eliminate the problem. And it's real good, So all you have to do actually now is just start staying straight and start looking at your lead. And everything that's gonna fall into line, kind of like what you already seen with the thing. So it's just all about practice. That's why I say, man, when doing this, it's all about the skill set and practicing. Because once you figure out what you're doing wrong and you constantly work on it, you can really improve it together. You know? So like what you're doing right now, like we're only in our second session, and I can literally tell you, I know guys that's been doing it for 3 months and get that good, like literally. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the passion. That's why I like to tell people, you hungry, you really want it. So that's why we do it to achieve to get a well that looks like that in a small amount of time. That's good, right? All you do is need to stay close. Right? As far as the bead, you got that. Yeah. Because see, to be a welder actually is to know how to form a bead. Like welder, fabricate, as you get to learn different stuff, other stuff comes. But just to be a welder, now you can say I'm a welder because you can lay a bead. So now we're just going to add more to the weld. You see what I'm saying? Because there's more you can do under that umbrella, but you can actually lay a bead now. So you're doing damn good, man.
So now, complete this, you know, well, I'll be like a 15-year-old.
Yeah, you be a apprentice, yeah. You be a apprentice, well, and then what you do, what you do is you get your own job training. And you put some experience in, that's how you add more. Normally they say, to be a good seasoned welder, you want to have 3 to 5 years experience. Once you get 3 to 5 years experience, you see, like you didn't get it for a bit. You know what I'm saying? So up to that time, you still be a welder, but you still learn more. You know what I mean? Hold up for a second. I'm gonna zoom in, let him show what we're doing. Y'all can kind of see where he's at now. He's really getting on along pretty good. Appreciate y'all for checking in. We are in the HogOn University, and we are teaching live MIG welding classes. Hold on.